Welcome back. It's the Kovacs report, and we're going to take a look at Wolverine number 8. I'm a little late with this review, but I'm here now. So, the most shocking reveal in Wolverine's history. That's how Marvel touted this book. So, before issue 9 drops this week, I thought I'd take a look and see what's been stirring up a lot of discussion across the fandom and see if the book lives up to the hype. Now, before I get into it, please hit that subscribe button. And if you like the video, give it a like. I would really appreciate it. So first off, it's a double issue essentially, and if you're following legacy numbering, it's the 400th issue of Wolverine. There's 3 stories, 2 by current creative team of writer Saladin Ahmed, with art by Martín Cóccolo, and a backup story from fan favourite Daniel Warren Johnson, who, as you know, is doing fantastic work over in the Energon universe. Now, the first story concludes the first arc where Wolverine faces off against the Adamantine, a mythical sentient force seeking to purge adamantium, the metal coating Wolverine claws and skeleton, from the earth. Now, the Adamantine has taken the form of gold-plated version of Romulus, a long-time enigmatic villain tied to Wolverine's history. Mythologically, he's been linked to Romulus of Roman lore. In the story Adamantine Unleashed, Wolverine defeats Romulus by ramming his claws down his throat. However, the Adamantine abandons Romulus, deeming him unworthy, and escapes, suggesting it may return. The entity is intrigued by Wolverine's blend of animal savagery with heroic purpose and considers him a potential champion, hinting at future conflicts. Now, again, check this art out. It looks really cool. Cóccolo's done a fantastic job of it. I'm really impressed with the art. So the second story, This Is Your Life, focuses on Leonard. Now, he's the teenager who's been cursed as the Wendigo, whom Wolverine has been mentoring. This classic X-Men villain arcade, he turns up, traps Wolverine and Leonard, and uses pain and drugs to provoke Leonard into a murderous rage. Now, just look at this art. I mean, it does look good, even though the story, in my opinion, is, how do I say it politely? Not great. Let's just say not great. I think the art saves this book. Now, Wolverine's example of self-control helps Leonard resist, and after surviving a seemingly fatal acid trap, Leonard is miraculously restored to his human form, suggesting the Northern gods lifted the curse as a reward for his redemption. And there we go. So, what's the big reveal? Well, let's just skip through the acid. Let's get straight to it. It's near the end of this story. Here we go. This double page spread. This is what everyone's talking about. So this is the quote-unquote stunning new fan revelation where Marvel claimed to be the most shocking reveal in all 400 issues of Wolverine. At the end of this issue, Wolverine receives a letter purportedly from his mother, Elizabeth Howlett. Now, I guess this is shocking as it implies she's still alive, despite Wolverine himself being born in the late 19th century and probably being over 140 years. So she has lived far beyond the normal human lifespan. Now, the letter's authenticity and how she tracked Wolverine to a random motel do raise questions, but if you can make the jump and believability with that, what it does do is it sets up future story arcs. And some are speculating this could tie into Wolverine's immortality, or origins, potentially suggesting his mother has unnatural longevity or powers. Maybe she's a mutant too. I don't know. And that's the big reveal. Now, I wouldn't say that is the most shocking reveal in Wolverine's history. In fact, I'd argue reveals like Wolverine's bone claws in Wolverine 75 or Magneto ripping out his adamantium in X-Men 25 would be more shocking. And before you say it, I know those events occurred in X-Men titles, not Wolverine's solo series, so I guess it comes close to supporting Marvel's claim that it's the most shocking event in his solo series. However, in my opinion, it's not that exciting at all. In fact, the whole run has been underwhelming and a bit dull. But you know what? Those are just my thoughts. If you're loving this book, that's great. But let me know in the comments what you think, because, this is a big talking point right now. Anyway, moving on. The book finishes with a bonus story by Daniel Warren Johnson and depicts Wolverine in a brutal tale of revenge set against the Japanese backdrop, and he's got a katana, which is always good. Now, this story has been widely praised, with some calling it one of the best Wolverine stories in years, and for me, it was a real highlight of the book. So, all in all, this issue ties into Wolverine's post-Krakoa struggles, with the Adamantine arc exploring his identity as a tainted hero, and the Wendigo storyline emphasising his role as a mentor. It's ambitious, I'll give it that, but the resolutions really do feel rushed, with the Adamantine's retreat and Leonard's curse feeling very convenient, making the reveal of Wolverine's mother being alive feeling like nothing more than a consolation prize. Either way, I will be picking up issue 9. And I'd like to see where this all goes. I'd like to see what this all been leading to. So those are my thoughts. Let me know yours. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care. See you soon.